Now, first of all, I passed my theory test first time. Yo, 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 my people. Welcome back to the Life of Fergie. And today, for today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of Theory Test Pro. Now, to give you a little bit of backstory first. A Theory Test Pro is something you can do anywhere. You can do it on your mobile, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your laptop, your PC, desktop, wherever you're at. If you've got access to the internet, you're most likely going to be able to use Theory Test Pro. So first of all, a shout out to PJC PJC Driver Training, because they're the ones I'm currently getting my driving lessons with, and they've also got this deal with Theory Test Pro where you can get full access to the site. Now, you don't have to be with PJC Driving to get access to Theory Test Pro. It is its own separate thing, but I would advise you do it because my driving lessons are going sweet. By my 11th lesson, could already handle the car. Magnifique, basically. And having full access, like, there's no problem in it, especially if you're planning to really work your mind and get ready for that theory test, because 43 out of 50 is difficult to get if you don't know what you're doing. So I don't advise just winging it. And also, it's a great resource, and I'm about to prove it to you. So first of all, when you come up and load it up, you can see it says Theory Test Pro, sign up, log in, and as you can tell, for me it says PJC Driver Training. And I do believe this fact right here: students using Theory Test Pro are twice as likely to pass their theory test. Now, like I said, I took my theory test last week. I passed my theory test first time, 46 out of 50 and 59 out of 75. Even with this injury, like, it may have knocked down what I was usually doing in my practices, but I was still able to significantly pass. So initially, you get in. Once you've signed up and everything, you can log in via your email address. So as you can see, you can take a full quiz, start practicing the theory, multiple choice, hazard perception, highway code, and I'm basically going to show you all of it to you within just a few minutes. So first of all, it measures your activity. It tells you how long you've been practicing for, how well you did, your percentages, gives you your average scores. It saves everything you do. Even if you practiced for 5 minutes or something, it would log that. So, as you can see, 3 months ago I practiced for 4 minutes, got 80% of the questions correct. And then you can see the details section, tells you what you did, any comments if there's anything there. And then as you can see, this right here, your instructor gave you full access. It makes all the difference to get full access. So now, the multiple choice section. You can do practice topics, mock test, or a quick test. So when you click the practice topic section, you can practice all topics. And the best thing about that is that you'll see it's untimed and it has every single question. So if you wanted to go through all, basically, the 1,000 questions that are possible to come up, or 959, I think it is to be exact, you can go through. So for instance, we've come to this question and it says, this is a question that you've answered incorrectly in the past. So you can easily go over things. So we'll answer this question. When you use the brakes, your vehicle pulls to one side. What should you do? And as you can see, it's in the same layout. You get the multiple choice. Increase the pressure in your tires. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. Change gear and pump the brake pedal. Use your parking brake. And since this doesn't really matter to me since I've passed, I'm going to click some random thing. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. You click check answer. Oh god, I was hoping it would be wrong. Okay, but as you can see, it says correct, and then it tells you the reason for that. Okay, now we're going to get a question wrong. You guys can read this. I'm going to click something random. Please be wrong. Oh god, it was correct. I'm telling you right now, you know I did not even read that, okay? Dead serious, I'm just going to pick something random. Finally, okay. So as you can see, when you get something wrong, it tells you incorrect, and it gives you the same reason as if you were to get it correct. and then it shows you what the correct answer was. And then you can simply just quit the practice. It tells you your results, so 67%, 2 out of 3. And obviously, the more questions you do, the more you get wrong or the more you get right. It averages all of that. You've got all 14 topics along here and all the possible questions that can come up, and you can see there's a load of ranges there. So you've got the option to practice these topics individually, or you can practice all at the same time like I just showed. And then, as usual with sites, you've got frequently asked questions, a help icon, where you can actually contact Theory Test Pro, you know. So there's definitely plenty of support available should you need it. Now, moving on to hazard perception. By the way, guys, if you fail hazard perception, honestly, I will pray for you, because this is by far the easiest part of the driving test. So there's this video here, we won't watch it, and it explains to you how hazard perception works, what's the criteria, and then you click practice clips, and you've got, I think it's 60, maybe 70. And also, I don't know if some of you know, when you do the hazard perception test, now all the videos are CGI. And you can tell the difference between the CGI videos and the normal videos. So what we'll do, we'll just click a random CGI video. And one of the things I like about Theory Test Pro is that you get this nice little pop-up question just to sort of brush up on your theory. So you are reversing around a corner when you notice a pedestrian walking behind you. What should you do? Slow down and wave the pedestrian across. Continue reversing and steer around the pedestrian. Stop and give way. Continue reversing. A little tip for your theory test, for your actual theory test: do what you gotta trust your instincts, but at the same time, use some common sense. Like, really think about what the question's asking you. I mean, if you're driving and someone's walking in the way, you're not realistically gonna run them over just because you technically have the right of way. So let's start this test. You got the option to go full screen, and as you can see, it puts you in that real first-person view, and you don't want to click too many times because it is like the actual system where once you click, you get a little red flag. And for the purpose of this demonstration, we will do our best to get this one correct, and then I'm going to do another one where I'll show you what happens if you basically try to cheat. Okay, so this car is moving. Is something going to come out that side? Oh, okay, there's a van. We got a milk truck, I think. Probably gonna end soon. Okay, guess I'm not rusty. You got 5 out of 5, and the best part is you got the option to review the solution to reaffirm that knowledge, or if you were to get 4 or below, which isn't bad. Like if you got 1, then you need work, but you can review the solution, and as you can see right here, it shows you all the points where you clicked your flags. So we'll literally just review this and then come out after the hazard. And as you can see, it gives you a little pop-up letting you know what the hazard is and at what point the marks are allocated. You click continue, and then, like I said, for the purpose of this demonstration, what I'll also do is show you the fact that they've got actual videos taken, and we're going to get this one wrong. We're going to cheat. I'm just going to click something, and as you can see, it tells you what you've gotten wrong as well. So with this, we're just going to click multiple times. And this is realistic because I'll admit, when I did my actual theory test, I did get 0 on the first clip because I did click too many times. And we're just going to click, keep clicking, and see what happens. You've been disqualified for too many clicks. So it just gets you out of the practice of doing too many, obviously. So that's the hazard perception section. And then you've also got the option to do 4 mock tests where you'll do 14 clips, and obviously one of those clips will be worth 10 marks. And then the last section, you've got the highway code, where you can literally read the entire highway code. Each part has a link to everything from rules of pedestrians to cyclists, drivers, motorcyclists using the road, level crossings, annexes, to all the way up to the index. And guys, I'm telling you right now, this is how to pass your theory test. If you are only going to use one resource to study from or practice from, I would most definitely advise, for one, on the practical side of driving, choose PJC, pass with PJC, and definitely sign up to Theory Test Pro, because as you can see, it also gives you a main average. So for my multiple choice, 95% mastery, 85% almost passed, hazard perception, 90% excellent, 84% high pass, you know. And it gives you a test breakdown section, guys, where you can see what questions you've attempted and how many you've mastered correctly. It's honestly a brilliant resource, and the best part, it's free of cost. No charges whatsoever. Tracks everything you do, everything you've done. I highly recommend it. So we've come to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and remember, pass with PJC and use Theory Test Pro.